Hi, everyone. So I think we should wait for potentially 1 minute for people to join, and then we can start. All right. Hi, everyone. We have a couple of viewers already. We're going to wait for another minute, and then we go to start. Okay. Yeah, so hi, everyone. I'm Philip. I'm one of the founders of Oak Security, and I'm very excited that we kick off the AwesomWasm side event today, which is our Capture the Flag competition. In this talk, in this live stream, we are going to go over all the details that you need to participate, like all the data around the event, but also go a bit deeper into one of the challenges so you can better understand what's expecting you. On this stream, we do have JC and Richie and Stefan. Stefan is my co-founder. JC and Richie can introduce themselves in a minute when they start speaking. But for now, I'm just going to share a slide to give you an overview. So you should be able to see a slide now. JC, do you want to go to the next screen? Thank you. So here's the key information. Basically, we do have set up a GitHub repository where all the challenges are live. They are live now, so you can already check them out. You don't need to sign up or register anywhere. You can just go to the repository and start looking at the challenges and try to find the issues in them. There's a total of 10 challenges in the repository. And the CTF is running from today for 7 days until July the 17th. There's no benefit in submitting your results early. So you can work on this on the 17th and still win the whole CTF competition. You can participate from wherever you are. And yeah, the winner is chosen by points. We will share a bit more detail on this in a bit. And the top 5 contenders will be published on Twitter if you want that. If you don't, you can let us know. But we want to give you a shout out if you're one of the top 5 and publish that on Twitter. Cool, JC. I'm handing it over to you. Please continue.
Thank you, Philip. So maybe some of you already participated in this kind of competition, Capture the Flag events. So the idea is that you will have, in this case, 10 scenarios. Oh, yeah, sorry. Forgot to introduce myself. Hello, everyone. My name is JC. I'm one of the lead auditors here at Oak Security. In particular, of course, I'm focused on CosmWasm smart contract security. And both Richie and me has been the one preparing these 10 challenges. And we hope you enjoy them. So let's get into what I was mentioning before. We have these 10 challenges. Each of them have a different issue. Maybe some of the issues, are repeated. that's something that we won't reveal. However, each challenge is different in itself, both in difficulty and in how the security vulnerability is exploited. So you should exploit them using a working test case. So as we don't require you to deploy this on any mainnet, just creating a Rust unit test using CW multitest is enough to demonstrate that you are actually able to crack every challenge. And of course, you are required to prepare a report like a write-up. The idea is that then you submit both this write-up and your proof of concepts, and we will review all of this submission and of course announce the 5 winners or the top 5 contenders. So all of these reports should include at least description and recommendation. If you don't provide either the description or the recommendation, those won't be deemed valid. This is quite important because, for example, if you just like describe the kind of finding that for example, challenge 1 is affected by, you won't get it won't be a valid submission. You should provide both description and recommendation on how to fix those issues. We will provide on the repository some guidance on what kind of things you should include in those 2 sections in case you are not very familiar with auditing reports. It would be great if you could check some of ours in our GitHub to get the idea, but we'll give you some guidance so you don't miss that because of the lack of familiarity. And then the proof of concept is optional. However, the proof of concept will give you a good amount of extra points. So although being optional, we will like strongly recommend that you submit working proof of concepts, because this is how you actually show that you can exploit the issue, and we will like add a good number of points if you submit the whole thing: description, recommendation, and proof of concept. Each challenge will have a base scenario already implemented as part of the tests. So you can just like call the base scenario function and implement the rest of your exploit. So you don't have to like get your head around how to prepare the scenario that we discussed and so on. It's already done for you, so no worries on that. Then result submission. We have a reporting template. Let me show you in a moment. It's in this case it's a markdown. Yeah, this is the sample report. It's just a markdown template. It's not mandatory to use this one. It's just as I mentioned as guidance in case you want to optimize your time. So as you can see, we have like each challenge, the description, the recommendation, and the proof of concept code. Of course, if instead of Markdown you prefer to use whatever other option, it is okay as long as it adheres to the sections that we require for the submission. It should, of course, be easy to read and clear, although it is very important that you are able to describe the issue. It is important too that us as readers, or in a real life scenario, the client is able to properly understand your writing. So please try to be clear with your writing skills. If you prefer to submit some kind of unlist report, something like that, for example, you can add Richie and me using the handlers that we mentioned in this slide to your GitHub repo. So we will be able to access those. And yeah, every other question that you may have on how to submit your results, please let us know. This will be done using our submission form. Let me show you in a second. Is this Google form? Okay, share this tab instead. Yes, this is our submission form. It's quite short and to the point. You just include your handle, your Telegram username, and then we have like some brief instructions, as I mentioned, that on the format that we require you to provide this submission, and our handles or emails in case you want to privately share yours. And here you should include the link to whatever resource that you are actually submitting. Please do not forget to double check that you are submitting the correct link. Okay, then Richie will take over from here with a small walkthrough of one of our challenges and the whole repo. So please, Richie, when you're ready.
Hello. Philip, I think you need to switch. Okay, yeah. Hi guys, my name is Richie. I'm also one of the lead auditors in OWASM Security. I mainly focus in Cosmos SDK, CosmWasm, and Cadence smart contracts. So I will be going through the walkthrough of the CTF repo. Is this visible? Okay. Also, just giving an overview. In the README file, there will be just the normal stuff and also have the key information that JC mentioned just now. And also the result submission link of the Google Forms is here, so you can click it. So when you submit your submission, and there's also the link for our Telegram channel and also our Twitter handle. So, and the main point of the CTF, you can start in here. So just this getting started section and the quick links, which contains all the points that JC mentioned just now. So this is how the overall challenge and how we judge the points. So in overall, there will be a total of 1,380 points. And from just glancing there, you can see that challenge 1 and challenge 10 have their points are lesser because we judge them as simpler. And for the rest, it will be the same severity, which is hard. So going back to the README, and this is the sample report template, which also is our GitHub, so you can check it here, which JC mentioned just now. And we have the test case, which I'll show later how to run test case and then just see like how our challenges works. And if there's any questions, you can open an issue in our repository, or you can just join our Telegram so you can receive a faster response. So I will show CTF1 in this stream. So let me open my terminal. So when you clone this repository, it will be something like this. So you need to cd into the directory of the one that you choose and run the test case just to see that if you have everything installed and all of the stuff are working correctly. So let's just wait a little for this test case to run. Okay, and we can see that it passes. So in all of our challenges, we have a test case that demonstrates the base scenario. So it is inside the integration test file. So we can see that there will also have a proper instantiate function that mentions the base scenario, which you can see it more in the README. So here's the README. We have shown the challenge name and what the smart contract does. So for example, in this one, it allows you to deposit for a lock period before unlocking them. And the execute entry points, there's just only 2. And I'm just gonna scroll down. So this base scenario will show that the contract contains initial funds and the user deposited funds into the contract. And for the goal, you need to demonstrate how an unprivileged user can drain all the funds inside the contract. And For the scoring, it follows the scoring in this points.md markdown file. So in this case, we can see that there are 20 points awarded for a proper description to achieve the goal in this site. So let's say that you found a way how to exploit this thing, and you need to write a short description and make it clear that how the goal works. And 25 points for the recommendation. And additionally, if the report is deemed valid, we will award extra 45 points for a working proof of concept. And there's more information that shows that we will be using CW multitest for the test case, not normal mocks. And we also say that the insider threats and centralization concerns are out of scope. So, and there's just some questions. And yeah, just that don't discuss the solutions in the public and don't leak any results out until that all the CTF is finished. And I'm just gonna show that when we mention this base scenario that the contract hold funds and their user deposit funds in the contract, we implemented this in the proper instantiate function. So as you can see that we have instantiated the contract, and then we also have min the funds and min funds the user. And the user have deposit funds in the contract. And there will be just additional test assertions that you will see throughout the whole contract that we will do some checking that it makes sure there are no edge cases that we missed. And we also have some easy functions that we implement for you to instantly mint tokens for any recipients you want, just to make the test case working easier. And here's the test case that we show a basic flow of how the challenge work. For this challenge one, for example, we can see that we implement proper instantiate, and there's just a example walkthrough of flow that how would this contract works as intended. And so when you try to write your test case for exploit, you would typically just copy this and just start from here. So for example, just to show and just to make sense that if we are right to exploit test case, we would just copy the whole thing and then start from the proper instantiate function after it got called. So your exploit code here. So we can start it just right here, and then of course change the test case name to exploit something, and then you will just show that how would the contract being exploited with a POC test case that you will put it inside this sample report template in this part. Yes, and just for more information, the contract we have tried to write good comments and better code quality for you guys to read. So we have make comments here, and then in all entry points we also have some slide comments that shows that what is this intended for and just the overall thing. And we try to make this very good quality, and then we also formatted it just to show that this contract is intended if it works like that. And if you guys found any edge cases that for example, if there's a bug here that exploits that is able to exploit the goal, but it is not the intended answer, please also tell us. We would like to triage it and probably also include it, because sometimes in CTFs we receive submissions that are not the intended answer, but it is still the goal that breaks the challenge. So for sometimes like that, we would not say like just disagree with your submission. We will actually accept it, because we like to see interesting and unique submissions and exploits throughout the whole CTF challenge. And yeah, that's all from my side. So for if there's just anything that you guys, there's any questions, just feel free to join our Telegram channel, and we will be there to answer your inquiries. So, any questions?
As Richie mentioned, will be available for you in the Telegram channel. In addition, if you are around AwesomWasm, some of us will be there. So feel free to approach us. Sadly, we can't give you any hints on how to solve the challenges, but we may have a nice conversation and give you some stickers, maybe. Do you need to fix the issue in the contract or just show to exploit via the POC? So as we mentioned, the full submission is, I mean, the base submission is the description and the recommendation or fix. So the base submission, you should provide the fix. If you don't provide a fix, the submission won't be deemed valid. The POC is optional. However, the additional points that we will award you for a working POC, as you have seen in the table that Richie shared, are like a good deal of points. So if you want to actually win the competition, we strongly recommend that that you provide those POCs too. However, the requirement for a valid submission, the requirements are the description and the recommendations. So both those sections are mandatory. Only 10. Yes, there will be only 10 challenges. I know that 7 days sounds like a lot, but we wanted to give the participants of AwesomWasm and the hackathon HackWasm a chance to participate. So the wider time window is due to that. So people, like anyone, can take part on the CTF, but it will be only 10 challenges. Yes. Do we have any other questions that you want us to answer in the stream? Okay, it seems like no. So as I said before, please drop us a Telegram message with any of your potential questions. Please come to our booth at AwesomWasm in Berlin. And overall, enjoy the challenges, and yeah, go for these top 5 spots. Hope you enjoy the whole experience. We have put a good number of hours trying to design a great experience for you guys. So yeah, have fun overall.
Cool. Thanks, everyone. See ya.
Thank you.